Simplicity carried to an extreme becomes elegance. Today we are in Tasso village, just here at Guma Jushua Furniture. As you can see, he deals in all sizes and all types of furniture, and that is where we are. He is the man that is making our houses beautiful, that makes our houses tell a story with beautiful furniture. And we are live on AET TV that is empowering you on the youth feedback, and some of the pieces just here show that he is doing some exquisite work, because this is extremely beautiful. This is part of what he does just right here in Tasso village, and he is in his workshop. I think we can go straight to his workshop. Yes, AET TV empowering you. What we promise, we always deliver. And today we are right here in Guma Joshua's workshop. And as you can see, he's already doing his work. And very soon we are just going straight into his story. Oh, good morning, Joshua.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I see. Thank you so much. I see what you're doing. I'm still curious. I want to know, what exactly are you doing? What is that?
This is a TV stand. I'm making a TV stand.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it is part of this furniture work that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so interesting. And oh yes, he is just making a TV stand, and hopefully I'm going home with it, because yeah, I just love this, because I believe that when you want to know how creative someone is and to know their story, you start from the furniture they have in their house, because it tells it all. And that means, Joshua, I am going with it.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm going to have it done and give it to you. Go with it.
Okay, let's just go for a short break, and when we come back, we shall be right into his story.
You're watching AET TV, empowering you.
Your home should be a story of whom you are, and a collection of what you love most. And this is what I'm talking about: the tables, the chairs, the cupboard, the wardrobes, everything that will tell what you love and whom you are. And yes, welcome to the youth feedback. It is your girl Bridget in Simenta. I know that we have taken some good time off, but then we are back. Good morning, Uganda. And today, as we had already seen, as I've already told you, AET TV has come straight to Tasso village to get one of the outstanding students at Mbarara University still. Oh my god, I'm finding talent in must. I think I'm going to take a step and go out there to also get some other talent and skill. I'm happy to be with you here. AET TV is happy to be with you here today. And maybe you can say hello to the viewers of AET TV that are watching.
Hello, everyone watching. We are Guma Jushua Furniture, Mbarara, Tasso village.
Okay.
I welcome you, AET TV.
Okay, all right. I can say it is the 2nd of April 2022, and Happy New Month.
Oh, Happy New Month.
Okay. All right, and maybe just to go straight into your story, who is Guma? I know, yes, you are a carpenter. I don't know how I can tell you whether you are I don't know whether you are a carpenter, a woodworker, or a cabinet maker. I don't know which word to use, but I know that describes your work. So feel free to tell us who is Guma Jushua and what does he do right here.
Guma Jushua.
Yes.
Actually, I'm Kwase Joshua Guma.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know your first name.
Okay. I'm Kwase Guma Joshua. I am someone who is so much inspired by what we call DIY, that is do it yourself.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Someone who has grown up from a background that has so much of carpentry, and having seen so much around, I've decided to also do it, though not have learnt it practically.
Okay.
You get?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So Guma Jushua is a student at Mbarara University of Science and Technology, doing Bachelor's of Science in Planning and Community Development. Yeah, I find not so much productive engaging only in classwork, so I decided to start a side hustle off class. Yeah, having some little skills in me, I thought, off class, what can I be doing to generate something for me that I can also be of great importance at some time? And there I started this small furniture workshop
Okay.
here in Tasso village, and then I named it Guma J Furniture.
Interesting. So when did this workshop start? When did you get that idea?
Actually, I got this idea not because I really wanted to start this, but it was one early morning. I had my phone and I realized I did not have data on my phone. I did not have airtime to call my friends,
Okay.
and it was an expensive phone. So I looked at the phone, I saw it needs charging, that's a cost.
Yes, please.
It needs airtime, that's a cost. It needs data, that's a cost. And also even taking care of it, smartphones, you have to handle it in a very delicate way. So I thought, how can I have something that is much more important than this? I thought of selling that phone. Yeah, I sold it cheaply and I got some money out of it, and then started this workshop.
What?
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us how much it was? Like the money that you got from the phone, and which tools did you buy at first?
So I sold my phone, which I love most, and then got the money I sold that phone was not so much like I had bought it. Yeah, I had bought that phone at 650. Then the maximum amount I could get from that phone was 230.
Oh.
So I got that 230, decided to do something with that money. Having a background that has a carpentry, I got an idea, what should I do with this money? I decided to start some furniture shop here with that 230. So
What did that 230 do specifically at that time?
yeah, after selling off my phone, I thought of communication first. How do I communicate with the world? I went and bought this small phone. The way it is the same way I bought it, just like this, no behind cover, just like
second
this.
hand?
No, I bought it first hand, but this time I was looking for something cheaper. The man who sold it to me gave it to me at only 18,000.
Okay.
So I was okay with it as long as I can call my people and tell them this and this. They call me, we communicate. I was all okay with that. Later, I thought of what are the main small tools that I can have in a workshop. Yeah. I got some money, went to town, bought some tools. This is the first tool in the workshop.
How much did you buy that?
This is a tape measure. I bought it only 3,000.
Okay.
3,000.
Okay.
Yeah. Then later I added on some tools like the hand saw, the bow saw. I don't know if you know those tools, the hand saw and the bow
I
saw.
think he will show them to us.
Okay.
Before we wind up this.
Those small simple tools that you can use to make some joinery work.
What of rent?
Rent.
Here.
Rent. I was left with some little money, and also my parents. I didn't tell my parents actually about my project. Whatever little upkeep they could give me, I would bring it directly. Even if I eat chikomando a full day, I was okay with that. No supper, no what, but chikomando, one chapati, yeah. But at least I saved something for the workshop.
Okay.
Yeah. So I looked around here. I was like, where can I have some structure where I can have an address? You get? So from there I landed on a friend who gave me this place that I should set up a structure, simple structure, and then do my business from here, because he saw my idea and supported it. Yeah, for the first 2 months he exempted me from paying rent. Yeah, and later as time came and I was accumulating some little profits, that's when I started paying him.
Which year was that?
Which
Yeah, was it?
that was actually it is last year in March.
Oh. So you've been here for 1 year?
Yeah, 1 year.
Okay.
I started this workshop around 8th of March. Yeah, that's when I set up all this, slowly by slowly, accumulating one by one.
So shall be celebrating you on Women's Day. Okay, sorry about that, but then
so like that I kept so silent about it from my parents. When I got more upkeep and I kept on making some little stuff for the students like tables, I personally did not study making a table, but having seen how workers at my father's workshop used to do it, I learned that skill.
Actually, I had wanted to ask you whether it is talent, whether you got it from home, training from your parents, or whether it was passion that forced you forced you into these, or something. But you've already heard about it.
I don't know if we may term it as passion or what.
Passion?
Because even people at my home, they had never seen me create anything out of my own hands.
So that's what your dad does.
My dad does not do this. He owns a workshop.
Okay.
He does not practically do these things.
Okay.
So I used to watch his workers, how they do things, and then I gained that skill.
Okay.
Yeah. So I found it somehow a little bit hard for me sitting here all the time, spending here all the time, making students, my fellow students, property. So I decided to hire a worker.
Okay.
Yeah. I got one friend who used to keep here as I'm in class, and then when I'm off class, that's when I join him to work with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was interesting. So which kind of furniture do you do specifically? What do you deal in? Apart from the TV stand that I had already seen that I'm going with after here.
Okay.
So, yeah, so which other tools do you do? Which other furniture do you do?
To me, I have a dream.
Okay.
Ever since I started this workshop, I got a dream that I would want to achieve, being the biggest furniture producer in my country.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah, it
Good
sounds
luck.
funny, but it's one of my biggest
No,
dreams.
it's good to have a dream.
True, and I believe I'm going to achieve it since I did not start like this, and every day I'm seeing I'm growing. It means I will achieve it.
You will.
The kind of furniture that I produce, I do every kind of furniture.
All. Wow.
Let it be kitchen cabinets, sofas, beds, everything. I make it. I'm soon planning of I'm planning of setting up also a welding metal fabrication, so that when someone comes, they need a wooden part that let's say some kind of furniture that has some wood and metal. I'm able to do it all at once from the same place. Yeah.
Wow. That's so good. Who are your ideal customers here? Is it only the people in Tasor, or even people from out there? They make order and you deliver? I don't know.
My customers mainly, they are my fellow students, because they are my biggest group, you get. And starting this year, I was mainly targeting customers. So this place is full of students, being closer to the university. So those are my biggest group of customers. Yeah, making them chairs, reading tables, and even the beds. So that is the biggest group that I have. But also the surrounding community, I serve it also, like the people here. I do repairs for them. If they have their property that is broken, they bring it here and we work on it. Yeah.
Maybe you can also show us the tools that you use to do this beautiful work, and maybe just want to know them, which tools and what do they do. As we proceed with the show, maybe you can start from here. You start telling us about the tools. Yeah.
Okay. Some of these tools, these are clamps. They help me, like if I'm working alone and I see where most applicable I need someone to help me to hold on something. These are the small things that help me work on. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold an item without any other person helping me.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, if I want to cut like this board, I just get that, clamp it here, and then split that board. You get? These are some of the electrical tools. For example, this is a drill, electric drill.
Okay.
For driving nails into wood. This is called an electric circular saw. Yeah, it helps me to, some time back we used to cut wood using our own hands, using simple tools like a handsaw. You find you have to split this whole wood, and you're taking over 30 minutes splitting that. But now with this, I can easily cut through this board within 1 minute. Not even 1 minute is too much.
Sure.
Yeah, within seconds. I will have cut it already.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have, this is also called a circular saw. Yeah, it helps me to split some timber.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of going to town to pay extra money, you have to involve in transport, going there, coming back. These are some of the tools that help me to work on some little projects that I be working on here. Yeah.
And then that interesting machine.
That is called an air compressor.
Okay.
Yeah, I use that one when I am hand painting is good and it is cheap, but machine painting is better.
Okay.
Yeah, to have some a nice blend of color. You get contrast of color on a piece of, let's say I'm painting a bed. I use a machine because it is faster and its work looks far better than hand painting. So I use that machine, the air compressor, and then paint my products.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe to take us for your experience from the time you started this and where you are now, what you've gone through, the challenges, and maybe also anything that you've gone through from the start up to now. Your experience in this job.
Experience.
Yes.
You know, one of the challenges that I see, people think that carpenters, we are the worst people. Yeah, they think we are the worst group of people to deal with. Carpenters, tailors, those people who usually do handwork.
Yes.
Yeah, they think we are the worst group of people. And this mainly comes in where we fail to balance our time. You get? So, you know, sometimes you find your week personally, sometimes you're not able to tell what is coming out in throughout the day, let's say like the weather. Yeah, those are the things that make us not be time punctual. Yeah, someone comes here, places an order, says I need this bed. You agree on the price, they give you a deposit, and then they go. When they have deposited on their item, of course they are so much ready to get that product on the day you specified for them. But on this day you find you are weak sometimes. We are also humans, we fall sick. Rain comes in, there it stops. I don't have a big space to work from. I usually work from outside. So when rain comes in, I am done. You get? So I stop from there until it is over. So when a customer comes later to pick their item, they find when we have not yet finished. So sometimes there it becomes we fail to produce and give them in time, and that's disturbing our customers, bringing some challenges, hard talk between the two of us.
The customer doesn't want to know that you
Yeah.
also have some other personal
Exactly.
issues to deal with.
So that is also a challenge.
Okay.
And then some other challenges are power outages. You find power is gone. Now currently I depend so much on power, so that I can be faster on people's work. You find power is gone like for the whole day. Usually most of the weekends there is no power. Power is gone. I am there seated. Most of the tools that I'm working with, they depend on power. That also delays my output.
Okay. Then what have been the benefits? What have you benefited from this project for all the time that you've been here?
There is so much that I've benefited from this business. First of all, I've generated friends.
Wow, network.
Many friends.
Yes.
Yeah. Every day I get a new person who comes to place an order, and then we become friends.
Wow.
And on top of that, it is generating something for me.
Okay.
I'm someone who doesn't want to so much depend on my parents, because they have done their part paying my tuition, raising me from my childhood. So I wouldn't want to most of the time burden them, say, Daddy, I need this, I need that, Mommy, I need this or that. Yeah. However, at some point, I find when I'm not stable financially, and then I would want to call on to them and ask them, here, I feel I'm weak in my pockets, so can you help me? Can you supplement me?
Yeah. Because you don't have to take them off their responsibilities. At the end of the day, you are still a student and you still need them.
I'm still a student, but I also have this mentality.
Oh my god.
Yeah, someone who has clocked 18,
Okay.
that is a big man.
Okay.
Yeah, so I look at it like, why should I bother my father if I'm already 18? You get?
Yes, I get.
Yeah, let me start my own, work for my own, and then if he needs to supplement me somewhere, it will also come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it yourself is
Yeah.
something that I have learned from Guma Jushua today. And as we discussed, I've gotten to know whom he really is. And I see that everything that he does it himself. Not even burdening his parents for money, for necessities. Yeah. Let's just go for a short break, and when we come back, we shall proceed with his story.
You're watching AIT TV, empowering you.
And welcome back from that short commercial break, still on AIT TV, empowering you. And it is Bridget and Samantha on your feedback with our guest Guma Jushua today. So, what has been the favorite part of your business?
Yeah, the favorite part of my business, part of the work when I'm working,
Yes.
doing the final touch on a commodity.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, when I'm painting, that's the part that I love most. I really enjoy it. Yeah, so much.
Okay.
Yeah. When I am, let's say, this reading table, when I am doing the painting, one way I feel like this is exactly what the customer needs. That's after applying the final touch, painting. How does it look? You get? Is it exactly what the customer said they need? Yeah, that is the most interesting part that I love while doing my business.
Okay. Did you say that you have some other challenges that you hadn't mentioned? Any other challenges that hinder you from getting your goals sometimes?
Yeah, some of those,
Yes.
you know, in everything that we do, there are so many challenges that we face. With this project, I've lost some of my friends,
Okay.
like getting detached from me. There is some person, special person, that inspired me to name this business as Guma J. That person was a very good person to me, but they did not know. I'm not going to be specific and tell you if it was a he or a she.
Yeah.
But that person, they told me I should name it Guma J because I looked for all other ways I could name it, and then they suggested Guma J. So I felt like this person should maybe have a hand with me in this business, but due to some challenges, you know, some little misunderstandings, the person forgot about me. Yeah. So that became a challenge to me, losing that friend. Yeah, and I still feel so bad because of that.
There is still room for reconciliation.
Maybe. I also believe in reconciliation, but I don't know if there will be that gap.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Alright. But then I hope all will be well anyway. How do you go about competition? Are there other workshops around Tasso?
Competition.
How do you manage that competition?
Competition. Actually, around here in Tasso, this is the only furniture workshop that is there.
Okay.
However, that doesn't mean I should exploit my customers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for competition, we know we have some other furniture workshops in town, and they produce much more than I do. And to work on that, I offer my commodities at a very low price to attract more customers. And minus low price, I aim at producing quality. I told you my dream, I want to be the biggest source of furniture in my country. Yeah. So low prices with greater value as in quality. That's one way I'm using to curb competition around me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had already talked about some of the challenges, like the rains, like the delays. Or what do you always use, or what do you do to meet these deadlines, to beat up the deadlines? Because this customer has paid fully and he's expecting Friday. He gave you the money last Monday. You understand? So how do you go about that?
Meeting the deadlines.
Yes.
I have some boys I'm working with. Yeah, I cannot work on all this alone and then have it all delivered. I have some boys, some my fellow students. Yeah, they come and do some work. Others are some carpenters who have the knowledge already, so they come and I pay them for some work. Yeah, and on top of that, I make sure I do not have to waste a lot of time on some useless things. If a customer gives me their money, they have trusted me, so I should deliver. You get? I have to give it time so that I keep in good relationship with them. Yeah.
My name's Ismail. I work with Guma Furnitures. As I will not say that I'm a worker here, because I'm a part-timer here. So I have a job, I work somewhere else, but here I come to part-time and learn because I want to get the skill. So I was impressed by Guma when I was passing because I stay nearby. So one day I approached him, I said, can I come and learn? First of all, I thought he's going to ask for money. He said, you can come and learn. So I like working with Guma, it's giving me skills. So, but now I have learned a lot from Guma. He's a good guy working with. And I know I'll miss him when I leave the place, but I'm not leaving soon. So I enjoy working with Guma. He's a good man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright. To the people who are following us on AET TV, thank you so much. And maybe our guest can just say his last remarks to the viewers of AET TV, and then we call it a show.
Yeah, our dear viewers who are watching Guma J Furniture on AET TV, once again, Guma Jushua is my name. I would love to say thank you for all those who come and support me, and say you're welcome for all those who want to come and support us. Guma J Furniture is here for you, for everyone. We are ready to serve you.
Alright, thank you so much. I remain Bridget Instrumenta, your host on Your Feedback, always here to deliver to you what you want to know, what you want to see, and what is going to build you as the youth. We remain AET TV, empowering you. Bye bye. We meet next Saturday.